Ladies and gentlemen, freelancers across Bastion, welcome to Dub Gaming Entertainment. My name is Priest, and today I thought I'd bring you guys a little bit of a letdown Anthem video, kind of a bust on Cataclysm kind of video. Now, this is by no means a bad thing in a way. It could be just a common mistake among us fans of the game Diablo 3. Now, this may have nothing to do with the game, and that BioWare/EA wasn't in any intention trying to channel Diablo 3, but it seems that Anthem's Cataclysm event is channeling Diablo 3's game. So Anthem just feels like one of Diablo's rifts. It's a timed activity going through mobs after mobs of enemies until eventually you come across the boss, killing them, and pretty much going only for the loot. Which is basically a rift from the Diablo game. If you guys know, if you guys have ever even played Diablo, you would know what I'm talking about, with this being a rift from Diablo. So that would be a pretty big thing to hear, that Anthem's Cataclysm is trying to channel Diablo's rifts with its Cataclysm DLC. Now, like I said, this could be definitely a mistake in us Blizzard fans of the Diablo games. So we could be making a tremendously major mistake, and if we are, then, well, I would like to apologize to Blizzard for just suspecting that you guys were trying to copy another video game. Probably a way more popular video game than Anthem will ever cease to become. And I say that with 100% guarantee that Anthem is never going to be as popular as Diablo 3, and it's never going to even have the same rating as Diablo 3. And that is my 100% honest and complete opinion. So farming for loot in the Cataclysm event, just like Diablo, basically the same thing you're doing in Diablo, farming for loot, and it's just becoming increasingly obvious that the Cataclysm event is channeling and trying to copy Diablo 3. I hope to the fact that I am wrong, and that BioWare is not even trying to do anything like Diablo. That would be amazing to hear, but at this point in history and this point in time, it seems like they are. So the Cataclysm event has even went as far, and this is where it blows me away, and pretty much makes me 99% sure that they're trying to mimic Diablo 3, is because the Cataclysm event has beams of light over Masterwork and Legendaries, which is a Diablo signature. Oh my god. Now, if you guys have played the Diablo games, then you obviously 100% know that a legendary item in Diablo drops, it has that orange or gold beam hovering over top of the drop. And BioWare has even started to do that now with their Masterworks and Legendaries, which is saying they are making a complete mimic to Diablo 3 with that. So that is a pretty embarrassing state for Anthem. I am not going to lie. That BioWare really effed up doing that, and can't even come up with their own ideas for a freaking video game. It's big news, it's major, and it's something that not too many people probably get the time to actually sit there and think. When they start thinking about it, they're like, oh yeah, this game is getting to be like Diablo 3. That's the same thing that happened to me when I first heard that someone said that Anthem was being just like Diablo 3. I was like, what? No way. But then when I sat here and thought about it, I'm like, wait, he's got a point. This is very similar to Diablo 3, and not in a good way. They're just trying to mimic the game, and it's not even becoming their game. It's like they should put Blizzard Entertainment and everybody that created the Diablo game into the credits of Anthem. So that would be a kind of a weird thing to bring up. And the Javelin build structures, like the structures that you can use for the Javelin builds, is very similar to the builds in the Diablo games as well. So it's very weird how it seems that BioWare is trying to mimic Diablo 3 within the Cataclysm. And if this is what is actually happening, then what are you thinking, BioWare? Why would you want to try to make your game like a totally different type of game? I mean, Diablo is nothing like Anthem. It's far from it. Diablo isn't a first-person shooter game. Well, neither is Anthem. But that's not the point. What I'm trying to get at is that it is wrong for BioWare to try and mimic a good game with their game. I'm not saying that Anthem's a bad game now. A lot of people may think that. That's what I'm trying to infer when I said it that way. Well, I said it the way I did because Diablo is possibly going to be one of the best games of all time. At least one of the best games that I have ever played. And it's definitely going to be in my top 10 favorite games of all time. And I do not see Anthem making its way into my top 10 favorite games of all time yet. And it definitely 100% will not be there if it continues to mock or copy, channel, whatever, Diablo 3. So just a little bit of information for you guys to just think about and consider my point of view, and let me know in the comment section, and I will consider your guys' point of view on this situation as well. Thank you guys.